The girl yanked off her bra, crumpled it into a ball, and stuffed it into her shoe. After ensuring there was no empty space inside, she threw it from the 1,000-meter-high signal tower. The shoe plummeted rapidly through the air. This was their only way to call for help, as both were trapped atop the 1,000-meter tower. If the phone inside the shoe survived the fall, it could send a message. All they could do now was wait quietly. But after hours of waiting, no rescuers arrived. Just then, Nia, holding binoculars, seemed to spot something. She handed them to Becky, who saw a figure through the lenses. Both shouted desperately, but the tower's height drowned their voices. The man on the phone couldn't hear them at all. The man's dog seemed to sense something, barking persistently toward the tower top, but was quickly called back by its owner. As the man was about to leave, Becky hurriedly took off her shoe and threw it with all her strength, but it had no effect. Watching them move farther away, she took off her last shoe and threw it down. It luckily struck an iron frame with a loud clang, successfully catching the man's attention. However, the man only picked up the shoe in confusion, looked around, found nothing, then tossed the shoe aside and walked away. Both were completely devastated. Becky pulled out a flare gun to fire a distress signal, but Nia stopped her. The man was facing away from them, and the sky was still too bright. Even if fired, he wouldn't notice them. This is their last resort. They couldn't waste it. Then, Nia noticed an RV nearby, where someone was preparing a barbecue. They must be camping. They wouldn't leave anytime soon. As night fell, they fired the flare into the sky. The bright signal lit up the night, successfully catching the man's attention. Nia waved her phone's light, and the two below finally spotted them through binoculars. Overjoyed, they thought they were about to be saved. However, the two below actually took out a crowbar, shattered the RV's window with it, pried open the door, stole the RV, and drove away. Witnessing this, the two above cursed in fury. They were completely desperate now, left only to hope the thieves would make a rescue call for them. The next day, with no sign of rescue, severely dehydrated, they had to save themselves. So Nia suggested climbing down to retrieve water from the backpack. Becky tried to stop her, but Nia was determined. Without water, their bodies would weaken further within an hour. After securing the rope, Nia began descending, but slipped several meters due to the smooth surface of the pillar and exhaustion. Fortunately, she relied on strong mental resilience and skilled climbing techniques to stabilize herself. Then she carefully inched downward. Soon, she reached the signal dish, but the backpack was just out of reach, so close yet untouchable. No matter how she adjusted her position, she couldn't grasp it. So Nia untied her safety rope. Holding the rope with one hand, she stretched desperately with the other toward the backpack, but it remained beyond her fingertips. In desperation, she leaped toward the backpack, barely landing on the support frame. She retrieved some water from the backpack and drank it in large gulps. Now the problem was climbing back. The rope was close but still out of reach. Nia used a selfie stick to hook the backpack onto the rope, jumped to grab it mid-air, and began ascending. Just as she was almost back to safety, a new accident occurred.